Okay, and we're live. What's going on, everybody, in the CH support group? I hope you guys are all having an amazing Thursday so far. In today's training, what we're going to be covering here is we're going to talk all about hunger today. So how do we eliminate hunger during a weight loss? Why does it happen? How to work around it? What to do? The whole 9 yards for you. We're going to break it all down today with hunger, as it sucks being hungry. You know, it really sucks being hungry. It's not fun when you're trying to lose weight and you have this constant hunger feeling that's going on. So we're going to talk about today, how do we work around that so we don't get hungry on our weight loss journey, we can stay full, we can keep making consistent progress, so that way our weight loss is sustainable once and for all. Okay, so jumping right into this, we're going to talk about a few sections. So why does it happen? We're going to talk about during weight loss especially. Okay, we're going to talk about other reasons why it could happen as well, just in general, why you get hungry. And we're also going to talk about what to do as well, so some of the other solutions that we don't cover as we go. Okay, so during weight loss, it could happen for many reasons, but ultimately two things I want to point out here during weight loss specifically on why you might get hungry is your hunger hormones. Okay, so starting out with ghrelin, I think I said that right, ghrelin, so that's a hunger hormone. And basically, what happens when you're trying to lose weight is this hormone is actually going to be increased. And the reason why is because your body might think that it's like starving because you're losing weight, right? So you're eating up your stored fat, your stored energy, okay? So therefore, your body thinks that maybe it's starving, so it increases this hormone, ghrelin, and when that's more activated, what happens is that you actually will get hungrier. Okay, so it's like goes against when you're trying to lose weight. So this is really important to know this, as some of the things I'm going to talk about here. We're going to talk about how we can avoid that as much as possible, such as getting more sleep in is definitely a huge factor for your hormones. So number one is ghrelin. So as you lose weight, naturally this is going to be activated more, so it's going to go against you. You're going to get more hungrier as you're losing weight. The next thing that happens, though, is almost like the opposite side of things. Is another hormone in there. It's called leptin. And leptin will actually decrease, okay? And what leptin does is it tells you that you're full, okay? So it actually decreases, so that way you don't know that you're as full. So therefore, you're likely, once you get hungry from the other hormone, you're gonna eat, and you're not gonna know when you're gonna get full as much. So you're likely to eat more food. So it's almost like naturally you already have your body kind of going against you. And this is why it's best as well to make sure you follow like the proper guidelines and everything, so you can keep your hormones intact as much as possible on your weight loss, okay? So that is two things I really want to point out here before we really dive into like the other factors. Is like your hormones will definitely play a role in it, and naturally it's just going to happen that they're going to switch up like that on you and try to go against you, and it's just the body's natural way of trying to survive. Okay, that's it. Because over time, over evolution, way back in the day, it wasn't like we had a McDonald's right beside us, or like the Irvin or a pizza place, like literally sushi, like all of this is in walking distance right in front of me now. So it's like we didn't evolve to that point yet. We're not ready for that yet. We're still, our evolution, we're still back in the old days where it's like you don't know when your next meal is coming. So therefore, your body wants to preserve and keep as much energy on you as possible, just in case you don't have a meal for a few days. You have your stored fat that you can eat off of. And I did a story the other day on my Instagram, and I was just talking about how social media and everything, it portrays this having six pack, like women should have a six pack and guys should have these six packs and everything. But do you actually know that like having a six pack is not necessarily like healthy for you? And I can do a live training on this, or I'll do like a video on this here soon to promote some awareness on this. But I just want to let you know that when you think of getting healthy, it doesn't mean having a crazy ripped body. Like your body's supposed to have some fat on it. And yeah, you can go for a six pack. There's nothing wrong with that. I have a six pack. I'm going for more defined six pack right now. It's just my preference, what I want. But I'm just saying you don't have to get caught up in these social media standards and everything. It's all about what you enjoy, what you want. And if your goal is to get healthy, well, then having a decent amount of body fat on you is fine to a certain extent when it comes to health-wise. And at the end of the day, it's totally up to you what's going to make you happy and what you want. But I just want to point that out there. So let's dive into this though. So other reasons of why you may get hungry either during weight loss or not. Starting off, I gotta point this one out. I talk about this every freaking time. Dehydration, okay? You're probably just a little thirsty. I don't know what the percentage was, but most of the time when you're hungry, you're actually just dehydrated. Okay, so I'm quite hungry right now, but I think I'm actually physically hungry too. But a lot of time it could be dehydrated. So you just need to drink some more water, give it some time, distract yourself, and then see if you're still hungry or not, okay? So make sure you're getting your water in. And a lot of time too, you think you're getting a lot of water in, but you're actually not. Like we have to drink a good amount of water per day to hit like our targets that we should be at. And if you do that, you're gonna function a lot better. You're gonna live a lot better. Your mind's gonna function a lot better, and so much is gonna be a lot better. So moving on to the next one here. Now, actually, really quickly too, I was watching this, my girlfriend shared this with me about this doctor was talking about like water and dehydration and stuff, and he said that it's one of the most important things you can do for your brain health if you want to live a long, healthy life and not let your brain rot and deteriorate. It's important to get water, and he said that you should be drinking water literally every time like you pee or every time like water leaves your body, you should be bringing in more water. That's how like important he said it was. So anyways, let's move on to the next one. So this is a psychological hunger. So we're going to classify in two categories. So there's a physical hunger, which means you're actually just hungry, and psychological, which most time, emotions are involved, stress, bored eating, habits. That's kind of where we can classify this. And this happens a lot, you probably have the habit of, if let's say you always get hungry after work, right? Before supper time, you probably have the habit of coming home, grabbing the snacks, put on the TV, and maybe that's a habit to you. And that's just kind of the way it is. So therefore, when you're into this habit, every single time you come home, it's the trigger to start this habit of grab a snack. And it doesn't matter if you're actually hungry or not. It's a habit to you. It's a psychological thing. Another thing too is stress. At the end of the night, a lot of my female clients and stuff, their old struggles were, at the end of the night when the kids are in bed or when everything's all done for the day and they got their alone time or they're hanging out with their husband or whatever it may be, they just start giving into all the snacks and the goodies. And this creates a habit for one, okay? But also another thing is it could be from stress as well, emotional eating, Maybe you had an overwhelming day, you have no time for yourself and you're just trying to get back the time for yourself, whatever it may be. It could be an emotional thing given into it as well. Again, psychological hunger. So that's another reason of why that could be happening. So it's important for you to stay aware of this and to watch yourself carefully on why you're getting hungry when you get hungry, and see if you can find any patterns as well, okay? Humans are just natural, routine people, okay? We love patterns, we love habits and routines, and it's why I always say this example, I bet when you drive to work in the morning, a lot of you working from home now, but when you drive to work in the morning, you can be daydreaming up here. You can be thinking about 1,000 different things, and your body's just driving along the road, going to work, and subconsciously it's controlling it for you. You're not even there. You're daydreaming off here. The reason why is because it's a habit to you, okay? It's your routine. You've done it so many times, you can do it automatically. So it's important that we stay aware and we watch ourselves carefully when it comes to these things. Now, the next one is physical, okay? It's just, you're hungry, okay? You're just hungry. You just want to eat, and that's fine as well. And we're going to talk about what do we do when that happens and how do we work around and all that. So just normal hunger is another one. Now, the next one is you're eating too fast, okay? So this is a really, really good one, especially for binge eaters as well, is that you could be eating too fast. And what happens here, so the science behind it is, I think it takes 15, 20 minutes for our guts to tell our brains that we're actually full. So therefore, if you ever watch those people who eat all the hot dogs and competitions, they're just they're drinking a bunch of water and they're eating at the same time. The reasons why is water will help get it down faster. I don't know if they know this, but also when you drink water during your eating, it can actually mess with the hormones to tell yourself that you're full. So it can actually mess that up. And this is something new I've recently learned from one of the coaches in our programs. She's a genius with nutrition and all that. So this is, very fascinating though, is that if you're drinking water or just consuming, a beverage while you're eating at the same time, eat, drink, it can actually mess with that hormone, leptin and whatnot, to tell your body that you're full. So take your time, okay? take your time when you're eating. Now, be mindful when you're eating, but also take your time and eat slowly. Now that you know this, you know that, okay, well, if I'm someone who I feel like I'm always hungry or a meal never fills me, well, then maybe look at like how fast you're actually eating, okay? Are you eating like a person in a competition where you're just scarfing it down? Or are you sitting there taking your time, enjoying your meal and really getting the flavor out of it? So watch yourself there. That's a huge key tip that, you really want to pay attention to this tip right there. So the next one, also I watched this cool video too. This girl was talking about what her therapist told her to help with her binge eating. And it was to like set a 15-20 minute timer and then like just take that time and eat in that time. Okay. So like finish your meal by that time. So don't eat too quickly and whatnot. Just set the timer and then eat your meal. And that's a good ratio. Okay. So it's a good way to time and to know. So the next one we got here is you're eating the wrong food. So this means like if you ever go to, McDonald's, for example, like I could eat probably 3,000 plus calories when I go to McDonald's, eating like a ton of McChickens and milkshakes and fries and poutine and all that. I could eat it all for a joke, and it's just like because the food has no nutrients in it, you're eating the wrong foods. There's not much fiber, not much protein in it, not much complex carbs. It's just this processed fake crap, and we can just eat so much of it, and it's so high in calories. It's just horrible for us. And I'm not saying don't, because I still do it. Like I have it planned in my mind right now. There's this new pizza place beside us, and I'm thinking about it all week. Like I just cannot wait to go try it. And you know what? I'm happy with it. I love the way my body looks. It's aligned with my goals. I'm gonna enjoy myself. All right, pick your poison, but choose wisely. You don't want to overdo it, okay? And you don't want to underdo it where you're too restricted as well. You gotta enjoy your life, everyone. And it's so important that you know this, okay? Like, a lot of the fitness coaches out there probably do the same thing, but like for me, I eat out at least 2 times plus per week, all the time, consistently, and I love it. I enjoy it. I eat ice cream every week. I am not addicted, but I love ice cream, okay? Those Ben & Jerry ice creams, I eat those all the time, and it's fine. You just gotta know how to balance it into your goals so that way you don't feel guilty or feel bad about yourself after, and you can stay aligned with where you wanna go, okay? Honestly, I gotta watch myself a little bit more too lately. So anyways, next thing here. So yeah, eating the wrong foods though. So stay away from, the process as much as possible and whatnot, and have more higher quality foods like high protein meals, good amount of fiber in your diet, and complex carbs. Those 3 right there, adding that into your diet will help you keep full longer. Okay. This is why I'm such a huge proponent of fill your tummy in the morning. Like, get that huge high protein breakfast in the morning. Eggs, egg whites, whole wheat toast with peanut butter, or if you're gonna have oatmeal with protein and stuff like that, that's gonna really set your day off. Instead of going to Tim Hortons if you're Canadian and getting a bagel with cream cheese all over and stuff, that of course it's delicious, but you're gonna feel like garbage throughout the whole day, and it's not gonna fill you, and you're gonna end up eating 5 other things after because it's not good for you. Okay, so. Moving on, certain medications, okay? So I know that there's certain medications out there that can actually kind of screw with your hormones and whatnot, make you a little more hungrier as well. So this is something to watch out for. If you're going to your doctor and stuff, just make sure you're aware of that and get educated on that. And I know as well, like there's just certain kind of drugs or like steroids and stuff like that can actually make people like eat so much food. So that's just something I want to point out for y'all. Now, the next thing is meal timing. Okay, I'm huge on timing and routine, as you all probably know by now. It's just so easy when it comes to having a routine and having a solid, structure for yourself. But eating times is a huge one, okay? Something I hear almost every single day when I talk to people is like, they'll be like, well, Caden, like I'm so busy all the time. I drop the kids off at school. I don't make my own lunch. I get to work, and next thing you know, I either don't eat, I starve to death, and I binge eat at night, or I end up ordering food out because I don't have any meals planned or anything like that, no lunch. And it's like, This is why mealtime is so important, to have prepped and planned meals so that way you know when you're eating at, so your body can not only function better with your circadian rhythm, okay, so your inner clock, but also timing your meals out effectively will help keep you full long enough so you don't hit that dip where, number one, yeah, your blood sugar as well, but also because you're gonna end up starving. Okay, so for example, I used to eat at like during my cut right now. So I'm currently losing weight. I was about 222 pounds or so. I'm about 204 pounds, I think, right now, maybe 203, 202 today. And I was when I cut out one of my meals, I was eating 3 times per day. Just to give you guys an example, and I'd eat at, let's say I'd eat around 7:30 to 8. Okay, so my first meal, and then my second meal I was eating probably around like 2, 3. Let's see here. Or no, I think my second meal was around 3 or 4 p.m. or so, and then my last meal was around 8:30 or 9 p.m. or so. Okay. Number one, I was eating way too late in the night, and it wasn't needed, and it was really messing with my stomach, my sleep. Number two is I was starving, and I only did this for a couple days because I know how to switch it up. But number two was I was starving during that mid period during the day. I was getting really, really hungry and whatnot. I like just not even consciously thinking. If we had popsicles in the freezer or whatever it may be, I just grab one and start eating it because it's just naturally happening. I'm just like, I wasn't aware. So now I eat at the 7:30, 8 p.m. range as well. Anywhere between 7:30, 8:30 or so I'm eating. And then my next meal is around 2:30 p.m. or so. And then my next meal is around 6:30 p.m. Then I have a protein shake after the gym around 8:30 or so p.m., 9 p.m. or so. And that is like perfect for me, okay? That keeps me very full throughout the day. I'm satisfied with my meals and I'm aligned with my goals. So this is why food timing is key when it comes to this, okay? So next thing after that is sleep. Okay, I mentioned this before in the training. I'll mention it again. Sleep can actually impact your hunger hormones, okay? So if you don't sleep as much, your studies show that you are more likely to have more hunger and whatnot, plus you're up longer, so you're gonna likely more likely to eat. So it's just best to get a good solid sleep schedule in as well. For females, you should be sleeping around 9 hours per night is a good goal to set for yourself. Okay, so that is the first part of training, and I think I probably answered most of your guys' questions there on the solutions as well to it, but I'm going to also go over a couple more solutions on what to do, okay? So what to do when you're hungry and when it comes to this weight loss. So besides everything we just went over, there's 3 things I want to cover here. So number 1 is, yeah, you can wait it out, okay? You can just wait it out and distract yourself, okay? You can go outside, go for a walk, go do an activity, do something that's going to distract you from eating itself, okay? It's possible. Number 2 is use the tools I just listed there. So just go over whenever you get hungry, just go over like the toolbox, weight loss, doing anything in life. You have like this toolbox of knowledge and where you just pick from, okay? And this is why when it comes to my clients that they come onto our programs and we always say, it's gonna be a lifestyle for you, this is a permanent change, it's because we actually teach you. Okay, we don't hold back the secrets. We teach you every single thing here when it comes to your weight loss, so it's permanent, okay? A lot of time, you usually have to rely on a program. You usually have to rely on certain things to get the results you want. But it's better just to have control so you actually know what to do and learn how to do it on your own. So next thing here is after that, so using the tools. So if you see you're hungry, okay, well, am I drinking enough water? Did I sleep last night? What's kind of going on? Last thing though, if the hunger still doesn't go away, possibly just have a snack, okay? Possibly just have an apple or a healthy snack, high protein bar, protein shake, an apple, maybe a little bit of peanut butter, maybe some nuts. There we go. Little things like that are going to help keep you full, so that way you're not, you're not going to end up binge eating later, because you could try to battle it out and stuff, but maybe you're the type of person who you can only go for so long and still you just start eating everything, right? So maybe sometimes it is good to have a little bit of snack, and you got to kind of know yourself when it comes to that and see how that goes. So anyways, that is the training for today. I think we're about almost 18, 20 minutes in here. But that is the training for today. Everything you need to know about your hunger, weight loss, how to eliminate it, work around it so you can keep losing weight consistently without feeling guilty about eating the foods you love or giving into snacks or whatever it may be. So I really hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you have any other topics you want to see, comment down below. And as always, if you made it this far, I want to see, comment down below, a smiley face to show that you're a part of that 0.1% who actually sticks with it, who wants to learn and grow and become better, okay? And other than that, if you need help, of course, I'm right here to help and support you all the way to make this permanent transformation. If you want to learn more about that, no pressure, just message me CH and we can talk about that and what that would look like for you. Other than that though, keep crushing it. Remember, you can do this, okay? There's the only thing in your way of losing weight and keeping it off is yourself, okay? And this is so important that we take this massive accountability in our lives and to realize like, okay, I'm here where I'm at presently because of my past actions and my past decisions. It's all on me. So therefore, if I want to change myself in the future and have a different body, different health, feeling better mentally, it's up to me at the end of the day. You have all the resources available to you, all the education, coaches, all the health, gyms, everything you need is in front of you. So you can do this, okay? Never give up on yourself and never fall off and stay off. If you mess up, if you have a hard week, have a hard month, if you are feeling like so struggling on your weight loss journey, just keep going, okay? Because just understand this. 99% of the people who can't lose weight and keep it off, they will quit at that time, okay? So if you're just that 1% who just pushes through that challenge, who just pushes through when you are having that hard time, and this is why it's important to program your mind to believe in yourself so much that you can do anything and that whatever you set your mind to is possible, and to believe that you actually can do it, because when these hard times come above, you can push through. You can be that 1% who keeps going and makes those changes and builds that mental callus, which you need to lose and keep the weight off to make it sustainable, okay? You can do this. And if you need that help, I'm right here to help give you that kick in the butt too. Other than that, have an amazing Thursday, and I'll see you all on the next training.